Hello, hello, lovely friends. Welcome to another outdoor edition of Lissa's Raw Food Romance. Today I want to talk about the complexity of raw vegan diet and how you can make it less complex and more simple. Thank you for joining me on this lovely sunshiny day. I hope you're having a beautiful day. You're eating a lot of hydrating raw fruits and veggies, feeling great. I do wish that for you guys. Today I wanted to talk about the complexity of a raw vegan diet and how to simplify it. So one of the questions that I got on my Instagram stories, I posted a sticker, had everybody message me their comments, and somebody asked about the complexity, how they could make it simpler. So any diet, whether it's cooked or raw or vegan or not or whatever, is going to be more complex when it's homemade. Everything homemade is going to take time, from sprouting to washing your fruits and vegetables, growing your own food, making stews or using the crock pot, making beans or rice from scratch. All of these things are going to take time. So whether you are raw or vegan or not or whatever, you are going to need to take more time and to plan a little bit more time for the homemade aspect of it. Fast food is fast food. Takeout is takeout. Throwing a pizza in the oven is easy, but it's not healthy. So it really depends on where you want to go. How much time do you want to spend on your health? Your body is the reason why you exist. Like the reason why I can touch this tree, the reason why I can talk to you guys right now, the reason why I am here is my body. I'm here because I live in this temple and I want to treat it with the utmost respect. But I need to take the time to do that. So how about some quick, easy things that we can do? There are more complex recipes for sure, using the dehydrator, taking a lot of time chopping, all of those things, but we can make things simpler by maybe spending a little extra money if you have extra money, but there are ways that you can fast track some of the chopping. For example, Nate and I buy like a big gigantic bag of pre-shredded cabbage. Now you could just get cabbage on your own and shred it in a food processor, or shred it yourself and just put it in a container in your fridge so that you have shredded cabbage all week. That's one example. You can also get pre-washed greens in containers. You can get cherry tomatoes, which are easy. You just throw it into your salad, no chopping needed there. You can get grated carrots. You can get sprouts already made for you. They're pretty easy. You can even get spiralized cucumbers and zucchini and sweet potatoes and all that kind of stuff already pre-made. So if you need something quick, you can just grab some cabbage, grab some lettuce, throw in some cherry tomatoes, and all you have to do is blend up your dressing. The dressings do become easier with time the more you make them. So it's a little bit of time investment in the beginning to learn what you need to put in the blender. But once you do, it kind of gets really easy. You can make a dressing in a couple minutes, and you can even make a double batch and save some for the next day if you want, or save some for dinner. You could even just make extra dressing and then have it again for dinner if you want to simplify things. Now, of course, the most obvious is fruit and smoothies. Fruit is the ultimate fast food. Peel a banana and you're done. You don't have to order anything. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to wait for the oven. You don't have to do anything. I mean, yes, a bag of chips is pretty fast. You just open it and eat it. But the banana is going to be the fastest health food out there. Bananas, apples, you just grab it and eat it. We like to pre-wash all of our fruits when they come into the house. We just use Dr. Bronner's soap and a big metal bowl. We just fill it with soap and wash all of our fruit, no matter what they are. Bananas, apples, oranges, all of that. The reason being is because if there's a virus on there, we can help with that. But also, it really helps with the fruit fly issue. So if you have a lot of fruit flies because you have a lot of fruit sitting on your counter, washing your fruit as soon as it comes in from the grocery store or in from outside, say you pick them off the tree, washing it helps with the fruit fly issue. The fruit flies kind of like bury their eggs just under the skin, or like under leaves, or in where the stem is, because the fruit flies know that eventually the fruit's going to rot, and that's the food for the babies. So that's why they seem to come out of nowhere, is because they're still there. But when you wash it really good, you get rid of some of those eggs. That's a little bonus tip for you guys. But yeah, fruit and smoothies. It takes nothing to make smoothies. Nice cream is another quick, easy thing to do. And again, check out my husband's page, Nice Cream King on Instagram, and Raw Natty Nate here on YouTube. He is publishing a nice cream book with 77 recipes with drizzles and all kinds of good stuff on there. So check him out. He's got a lot of good stuff on nice cream. But that's a really quick thing that you can do to simplify your life and get a lot of calories in. Sprouting is also fairly easy. I know it seems like it's a lot of work. I know it seems like you have to remember all these things, but once you get into a routine of it, it's really quite simple. We grow sprouts all the time, and it's like every single morning we rinse. Every afternoon when we make our salad, we rinse. We just keep rinsing. Before bed, we rinse when we make our lemon water. And it doesn't take a lot of time. It just takes that remembering. And when a lot of people open up a recipe book, a raw recipe book, and they see something like, say my dill pickly dressing from my dips and dressings book, and they want to make that on kale chips, they think, ooh, it's going to take so much more time because I forgot I needed to soak my cashews for 5 hours. But if 5 hours before that you planned your day properly and you said, in the morning I'm going to soak my cashews because at night I want to make my kale chips, then it's 30 seconds. You just put the cashews in a jar, put the water in the jar, and let it sit. Doesn't take a lot of time. It just takes the remembering. And when we don't remember, then it feels like it's overwhelming because we didn't plan. Planning is going to help so much with the complexity of being on a raw diet. Plus, as I close out this video, I just want to talk about how we like to complicate things. We like to make it overly complicated, but it really is quite simple. Eating raw food just the way nature intended is different from what we're used to. It's really actually quite quick to chop and make a dressing and have it done. But we like to complicate things, and it's okay to complicate things if you want. If you have the time, if you have a weekend and you want to practice some new recipes, go for it. Learn those ones. Some of them can take a long time. Not really a long time, it's more wait time, because if you're doing dehydrator stuff and it needs to be in there for 12 hours, you're not sitting there watching the dehydrator for 12 hours. It would be like making a crock pot stew. You create it in the morning and then you eat it at dinner time. So a lot of things are going to take time anyways, but it's all about the planning. If you plan and you set a schedule of when to do certain things, then it becomes so much easier. But always, always default to fruit. If you're hungry, you don't feel like making anything, you're feeling tired and just, like you just need that energy, then default to fruit. Fruit and smoothies and nice cream are the great defaults. And then once you eat and you feel good, then you can work on building your salad. So I hope this video helped. If you have been having issues with the complexity of a raw diet, if you have any other questions, please post them in the comments below so that I can address them in future videos. If you have any other questions that aren't even about this topic, post them below. I want to hear from you guys. And if you liked this video, please click like and subscribe to the channel to get notifications for more. You can click the little bell. They'll be sent directly to you whenever I post a new video. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Raw Food Romance. You can find all of our recipes right here. These are ebooks and the print versions are available in the description box below. Find me on Facebook, Lissa's Raw Food Romance, and on Snapchat, Lissa Raw Vegan. So until the next video, guys, I love you and fruit on.